Hi all, good morning. I'm Anina Joy, your new IT teacher. This is second video of chapter 1, When a Letter Reaches a Computer. In the previous class, you have learned the keyboard layout, the typing software called KTouch and what is text. In this video, we are going to learn about the word processor, other input methods, text editing and dictionary. So let's start. So let's start our chapter when a letter reaches a computer. Now let's see the topics to be discussed in this video. Word processor. Activity 1, let's type a poem. Other input methods, text editing, add to dictionary, how to correct a spelling. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss in this video. Let's move on to our first topic, word processor. There are a number of softwares which help us to type the text and to process them in whichever way we want to. In your textbook, a table is given with the names of different softwares and their developers. Let's see it. The first one is LibreOffice Writer. It is developed by the Document Foundation. Second one is Microsoft Word, developed by Microsoft Corporation. Third one is Apache OpenOffice Writer, developed by Apache Software Foundation. Last one is AB Word, developed by AB Source Project. In this chapter, we are going to learn LibreOffice Writer. I know you all are familiar with this software. You have studied it in your previous classes. Next, we have an activity. Let's type a poem. A poem is given in your textbook. We have to type it in LibreOffice Writer software. So, how to type it? The first step is open LibreOffice Writer software. Then we have to type the poem. The poem is given in your textbook. It is also available in the school resources folder in all the computers at our school. So we have to type that poem in LibreOffice Writer. So let's type it. Okay, this is LibreOffice Writer software. All of you are familiar with this. You have studied it in your previous classes. How to open the software, how to type, how to change font size, font color, etc. So you have studied the basics of LibreOffice Writer software in your previous classes. Now let's type the poem. All of you know how to type the text in LibreOffice Writer. You have already studied it in your previous classes. So we can type the remaining lines of the poem. Okay, now I have typed the remaining lines of the poem. While typing, what all other things that we have to consider? The first one is we have to give certain space between each words. Here we have given space between each words. Then second thing is we have to put a full stop mark at the end of each line. See the first paragraph. Here we have put full stop mark at the end of each sentences. And the third thing is when the text reaches the end of the line, it automatically goes to the next line. Let's see it. Now I have reached the end of this line. Now when I type the next word, it automatically goes to the next line. Let's see it. See, When we have reached the end of the line, the next words, when we type it, it automatically goes to the next line. Now, if we want to start a new paragraph, we have to just press the enter key and type the next paragraph. Now, in the case of poem, if we want to go to new line without completing the previous line and not as a new paragraph, if we want to go to the next line, what we have to do? We have to hold on the shift key and then press on enter key. Now consider the case of this poem. I am going to cut the last line. Now see this previous line. That at least a single eternally heaved sigh would stay. Now I have not completed that line. I want to type the next line below that, and not as a new paragraph, just a new line. How can I do that? I have to hold on shift key and then I have to press on the enter key. Now the cursor has come to the next line. Then I can type that line. So what are the things that we have to consider while typing text? First one is leave space after each word. Second, put a full stop mark at the end of each sentence. Then when the text reaches the end of the line, it automatically goes to the next line. Then to start a new paragraph, press enter key. To go to next line, not as a new paragraph, without completing the previous line, just in the case of the poem. Hold shift key and then press enter key. So these are the things that we have to consider while typing text. Our next topic is other input methods. There are many people around us who cannot type using keyboard, and there are some people who cannot read what is displayed on the monitor. So how such people can use computer? There are several methods. First one is text from books and second method is text from speech. Now let's see what these are. First one is text from books. If a person cannot type using keyboard, what he can do? He can take an image of the page using a scanner and save it in the computer. Just take the photo of the page, then save it in the computer. There are many softwares, that is optical character recognition software. We can use such software to identify the characters in the image and then convert them into text format. So there are optical character recognition softwares, that is OCR softwares, that can identify the characters in the image and convert them into text format. And the second method is text from speech. The people who cannot see what is displayed on the monitor, they can use this method. What they have to do is, they have to input the voice into computer using a microphone. Then there are speech recognition softwares to convert the audio into text format. So what are the two methods? First one is we have to take the image of the page and save it in the computer. We can use optical recognition softwares to identify the characters in the image and then convert them into text format. Then the second method is we have to input our voice into the computer using microphone, and we can use speech recognition softwares to convert the audio into text format. Now, what are the examples for OCR, otherwise optical character recognition softwares? We have Laos, Cuneiform and Tesseract. These are some of the OCR softwares. Then speech recognition software examples are Sphinx, Julius and Simon. Our next topic is text editing. When we type text, it is natural to make mistakes. How we can correct the mistakes that we made while typing text? For that, first of all, we have to see this. Here we can see a blinking line, a vertical black line that is called cursor. And this cursor denotes the position of the text we are typing. We can move the cursor to anywhere in the text. See, now I am moving the cursor to this position after the word Taj Mahal. See, in this manner we can move the cursor anywhere we want and then we can correct the incorrect word. Suppose I have written the word Taj Mahal incorrectly. See, I have written the word Taj Mahal incorrectly. I have to correct it. How can I correct it? First, I have to place the cursor after the word Mahal. Then, I can click on the backspace key on the keyboard and then delete the word Mahal and then I can type the correct word. So in order to correct the incorrect word, we can use backspace key on our keyboard. How does this backspace key works? It deletes the letters to the left side of the cursor. We also have a delete key in our keyboard. How does it works? It deletes the letter at the right side of the cursor. Let's see it. I'm going to place the cursor here, in between the words great and monument. When I click on backspace key, it will delete the letters to the left of the cursor. That is, it will delete the letters of the word great. See? Now the cursor is in between the words the and monument. Now I am going to click on the delete key. When I click on delete key, the letters at the right side of the cursor will get deleted. See? So for correcting the incorrect words, we have two keys on our keyboard, backspace key and delete key. When we click on backspace key, the letters on the left side of the cursor gets deleted. When we click on delete key, the letters at the right side of the cursor gets deleted. So what we have studied in text editing? The vertical blinking black line is called cursor. It denotes the position of the text we are typing. We can place the cursor anywhere in the text by clicking the mouse on that place. It is better to make corrections after typing the whole matter. Then we have a backspace key and a delete key. Backspace key, it deletes the letters on the left of the cursor, while the delete key deletes the letters on the right of the cursor. Our next topic is a dictionary. A dictionary is included in the word processor. When we type a word, that word is verified with that dictionary. If a word is not there in dictionary, it will get underlined automatically. Let's see it. Okay, now I am going to type a word that is not in the dictionary. See, automatically a line comes under that word. So this word is not there in the dictionary. So how to add this word to dictionary? We have to right click on the word, then we have an option add to dictionary, then click on that add to dictionary. Then that line has gone, the word is added into the dictionary. Again, I have typed a word that is not there in dictionary. A red line comes under the word. I don't want to add it to the dictionary, but that red line should go. What should I do? We have to right click on that word and we have to click on ignore. Now the word is not added to the dictionary and the red line under that word has gone. Now I am going to type the word beautiful with a wrong spelling. See, the word is misspelled. A red line comes under that word. Now how we can correct the spelling of this word? We have to right click on the word, then we can select the correct spelling from this box. See, now the word is with correct spelling. So what we have studied in this topic? A dictionary is included in the word processor. Each word we type, it is verified with this dictionary. If a word is not included in the dictionary, it will be underlined automatically. If we want to add that word to dictionary, what we have to do? We have to right click the mouse on that word, then click on add to dictionary. If we don't want to add that word to dictionary, just right click the mouse on that word and click on ignore. Then how to correct a spelling? Right click the mouse on that word and we have to choose the correct spelling from that box. Now all these topics have been completed. The remaining portions will be taken in the next video. So we have learned about different word processors, other input methods, that is text from books and text from speech, then add to dictionary, correcting a misspelled word, text editing, etc. The remaining portions will be taken in the next video. Thank you.